Good morning, HBO here. Let me say something about the choice of your spouse. I've had a few conversations with a few people, and I realized that they think and they even consider, in fact, considering it is worse enough, they consider what people will say in the choice of their spouse. What will people say? If I go this way, what will people say? If I go that way, what will people say? If I make this choice, what will people say? What will people say? What will people say? Listen to this. If what the people will say is on the list of your consideration in the choice of the person you're taking a life's journey with, you are not likely to make God's choice. The reason is this: God's choice never comes to appeal to man. Never. If Jesus was born in the king's house, remember, most likely the people would have accepted him. That was God's best gift to the world. He didn't come well packaged. He came in the very unusual one. Came like, remember when God says, "Oh, I'll visit you tonight." People look out for someone dressed up well, in the best regalia, and then he will come in like a beggar. He'll come in like a sick. He'll come in like a homeless person. And then when you ask him at the end of the day that, "Oh, I was expecting you to come. You said you were coming." He said, "Yeah, I came 3 times. I came as a beggar, I came as the homeless, I came as the hungry, I came as a man in the prison." God doesn't bring his choices in the best of man's packages. He doesn't. I remember speaking to a lady some years ago. 2 of them, 2 different cases, actually, 2 different cases. And sometimes when I just speak, I speak by the unction. Even me, I don't know. I just open my mouth and begin to speak. So 2 different people. One was my staff. The other was they were both my staff, actually. One was my PA, back in the state that I used to work. One was actually my secretary when I used to do business long ago. Both of these women have been married since. I'm sure she'll be watching. The 2 of them must be watching this. So I opened my mouth. I was speaking to a particular one and said, "Oh, how come you don't have someone you're dating?" How come you don't have someone you're dating? And she was trying to do like this. And I said, "Well, some of these women, I'm sure you have one auntie somewhere who's telling you that this is the kind of man you should look for. This is the kind you should look for. This one, it should be like this. You must have this and that. You must have that and that." And that's not God's choice, actually. It may not come like that. She was shocked. Then after that conversation, she said, "Sir, actually, our birthday is June 3rd. Mine is June 2nd. So we were speaking on my birthday. Next day was her birthday." And then she said, "Sir, actually, you're talking to me." "What do you mean?" He said, "I have this guy who's been on me, who's been talking with me. He's out of the state. In fact, he's coming back into the States just for me to celebrate my birthday with me this Friday." That day was like Wednesday also. And then he's been talking to me, but my sisters, just as I said it, then my sister said this and this and that. It's not the one I should look. They have like 3 kids as I speak to you. In fact, I think she just let him to the guy almost immediately after I spoke to her. She just let him. They have been married since. The youngest of their child must be somewhere near 10 as I speak. The other one, same way. I know you're looking for someone who's like this, who's like that, tall, big, and all of that. Your husband will not come like that. It may be somebody unusual, slim, just petite guy, probably not even taller than you. She was shocked. The guy who says he wants to marry me, it's just like that. And the reason I disqualify him is because it's just so tiny. I didn't say more than that. They've been married for nearly 10 years. Now, I'm saying all of this to say this, my word. If what people will say is on the list of your considerations, certainly, you will not make God's choice. God's choice don't come so packaged to appeal to the eyes of men. No, it doesn't come like that. It comes unusually. Have a good day.